Hey, 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 happy day 66. I hope you enjoyed your day off or your day of review or your day of being grateful for and appreciating how far you've come in the challenge yesterday. Today, we're going to talk about herb. Introducing herb or introducing herbs, because I like to say herb because the name Herb, like short for Herbert, but it's actually herbs. Herbs and spices into our life, right? We all need a little more spiciness in our life. At least I know I do. Sneak a drink of coffee. I hope your day was amazing yesterday. Today, herbs. Why do we want to think about herbs? Now, the first and overall question is to always ask yourself, will consuming herbs help me personally in any way, shape, or form? And is it something that I even want to investigate or explore? Maybe it's not. Maybe there's something else that you want to do for today's challenge. But every single day, we are doing one thing. We are actually doing something, taking some action to move us toward our end goal. We're ramping up on the ending, right? We're in our last month. Some people only do 30-day challenges. We're doing a 90-day challenge because a 90-day push is guaranteed to get us what we want. So the first thing whenever we're introducing a new step is this really something I want to do? Is this something I should do? Is this my next step? Always ask yourself, when in doubt, what is the next thing I need to do to move me toward my goal? And maybe it's not the next biggest thing because it has to be broken down into little pieces, but what is the next thing of the next thing that I need to be doing? It sounds a little convoluted, right? But I'm serious. What is the next thing that you need to do? Well, the next thing I want to do for reducing my blood pressure and looking at my blood pressure challenge, because that's what I'm doing the 90-day challenge for, is ask myself, are there herbs and spices and things that I should also be considering? Of course, I've got several different sources of information, and I'm just going to give you an example for lowering blood pressure. Whatever health challenge or lifestyle challenge or business challenge you're doing, there's herbs and spices that will make us healthier, give us more energy, make us feel better overall, reduce inflammation, whatever it is that you want to do to improve your health. Me, reduce blood pressure. So what are some of the herbs that can reduce blood pressure? Now, again, there's conflicting information and conflicting sources. So I have to do a little research, weigh the different things, and then decide, what am I going to test on myself? What is my plan for testing? How am I going to know if I'm getting results or not? Now, some of herbs and spices, since they're a natural thing, they might take 3 or 4 months to show an impact or show a result. So in my 90-day challenge, am I going to know if a different herb or thing has an impact on me? Probably not. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to start doing it and start implementing it with all the other things that I'm doing to really give myself a push toward the result that I want. Because all these little things cumulatively add up to give me giant explosive results, which is what I want. I want results. So some of the herbs in these different books, there's some I've never even heard of. As I was investigating this, there's a whole, garlic of course is a big one, which every source references. There's this one called, I can't even pronounce it, I don't think, Sarpaganda, and Western medicine as Rauwolfia. I have no idea what this is. Anyway, I read about this. The FDA tried to take this natural herb and turn it into a pharmaceutical product, of course, and it ended up having a bunch of side effects, caused depression and suicide in people, so they discontinued it. It fell out of common use. Yeah, as it should, right? If something causes suicide or death or bad effects and major depression, maybe we shouldn't be prescribing it to people and letting them think they're safe by taking it. Unfortunately, there's not much money in herbs and raw herbs especially. Now, the thing is, raw herbs in their raw form are the best way to take different herbs because you can take a whole lot less and they're a lot more effective. But, of course, there's not money in that, so pharmaceutical companies don't really deal with it. And this whole thing fell out of favor, and now it's mixed with some other things. This is the one that I'm going to research because it has been known, it's a big gun. It's very effective in lowering blood pressure. So I'm going to research and look into this one. I'm going to search online and see if I can find it anywhere. Supposedly you have to get it through a healthcare practitioner, which isn't a doctor. Doctors aren't going to have it because it's not a pharmaceutical. But he gives a in this particular source. Who's this one by? This is the 81 natural cures for cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more, which includes heart disease and high blood pressure. This is from Nutrition and Healing, this one book. And so I had never heard of this. I'm going to look at this up because it sounds really promising. So I'm going to look up and do research. I'm going to find out, is this a cool thing to try. And then if I decide, yes, I think it's a cool thing for me to at least try, I will find a source of it and I will try it and I will see what kind of results I get. So there's that one. In this book, it's another book. This is the Prescription Alternative Bottom Lines, which is of course a actually it's a really big. I got these books from my mom. My mom is big on health and researching health. So whenever I have a health concern, I go to my mom before I go to my doctor, because she probably has she has a whole bookshelf of all kinds of books and resources about natural cures and natural healing and things. And she's not a doctor or anything. She's just 82 years old, and she's the youngest 82-year-old I know. So I love going to her for advice and things like this. And she gave me these books. And this one recommends for herbs for blood pressure. Remember, I'm just talking about me and blood pressure. You'll have to do the research for whatever is the massive effect you want in your life. I want more energy. I want better focus. I want more clarity. There's herbs and things for anything that you want, any effect you want in your body and your life. I want less inflammation. I want to lose weight, whatever. Then you'll look up specific herbs for that. You can just do a Google search if you don't have a book or something on it. So herbs, you can take them in alone, raw herbs, garlic. I mean, just cook up garlic cloves in your food, or take garlic capsules. You can combine these herbs in a different, dietary supplement, or you can take them raw. Of course, raw forms of a lot of these things are best. But I don't know about you, but I don't really like garlic. I for being in the Italian food business for 3.5 decades, it's amazing. And I made a lot of garlic products, and the best garlic butter bread on the planet, according to my customers. I don't like garlic, but I don't mind taking garlic in odorless capsule form. So you can combine these, but here's the ones that this one recommends. Cayenne pepper, dandelion, because it acts as a diuretic, dong quai, I have no idea what that is, garlic, of course, eat fresher with the odorless pills 3 times a day, ginkgo biloba, I have heard of that, it increases blood flow to your extremities. That one's really important, especially for people who have poor circulation. My mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, has a finger that turns black because it doesn't get enough circulation. And she actually takes a form of this ginkgo biloba, and that has made it so that her finger doesn't, her circulation's fine now. And that's the power of herbs. Ginseng, and then hawthorn. Hawthorn strengthens your heart. This is just a list of some in one resource. You have to do your research. You have to look up what's the result I want, and work backwards to what are the things that impact that result, and then research those, a couple of them. Just pick one today. Just pick one that you want to find out about. You don't even have to decide you're going to take it or not, but today, go through the process of saying, is there an herb that could help me to get the result that I want in this 90-day push? And if there is, do a little research on it. Just do a Google search on it. You can spend 5 minutes on this, Google searching and finding out. And you might find out that it's already in your multivitamin. The number one thing that you want or need to take is already in your multivitamin. Boom, done, right? Doesn't have to take a long time to do things, but each of these little things is moving us faster and faster and faster toward our 90-day goal and objective. That's it. That's all I've got for you today. So, what are you going to do? What is your thing today? What is your next thing? Just do it. Just do it. Do it now. Do it right this very minute. I'm going to go do this right now. As soon as I do my next video, I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look up this weird S herb that I've never heard of and see where it might be available. See what information is available. And again, with herbs and natural things and food and healing and vitamins and supplements, you have to really do your homework, because there isn't a lot of published information on it. And just because it's not approved by the FDA, please, people, don't believe that the FDA and the USDA and all these regulatory agencies are protecting you, because they're absolutely positively not. Yes, they're adding a little bit of a layer of protection, but they aren't giving you the protection that we all really seek and need. You have to think for yourself. You have to do your own homework. You have to test things on yourself to know what is right for you. It's critical that you do that. It's critical that we all take personal responsibility for our health and our well-being. What we put in our bodies, it's 100% up to us. And what we believe, what information we see and hear and read and think about and overhear in conversations, we have to always evaluate that with the filter of, is this right for me? Does this feel right to me? And if it doesn't, don't do it. If it does, go ahead, try it. But try it and always be paying attention to the impact that it's having on you, your body, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, everything, right? All right. That's all I've got today. Have an amazing day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. If you're struggling with anything, if you've got a question, if you've gotten behind on something, or if one day there was a challenge and you're like, I don't know what to do with this, just ask, because I am here to help you. You can Voxer me. Pajama Grandma is my Voxer handle. If you don't know what Voxer is, it's just an app on our phone. It's a walkie-talkie app. Voxer me. Ask the question so that you make sure you get your questions answered. That's it. Have an absolutely fantastic day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with BP Challenge or Health Challenge or Lifestyle Challenge or Business Challenge, day 67. Hope you're ready. Bye.